Hey, how's it going? Welcome to this week's meal prep, which I am calling my lazy leftover meal prep, because basically about half of what I'm cooking came out of my freezer, and the other half of the stuff I'm kind of cooking fresh today. I'm combining a couple things, and maybe lazy isn't the right word. Maybe just simple or easy. Either way, I went grocery shopping 2 days ago, did a bunch of meal planning, and then yesterday I started preparing some things, beginning with cooking a giant batch of chickpeas. If you watched the meal planning video, I didn't end up cooking the entire bag of dried chickpeas. I have this much left over. But the chickpeas I did cook made over 10 cups. So each of these containers has 2 cups of chickpeas. So I'm gonna put those in the freezer and can just grab them out whenever I have a recipe that needs a can of chickpeas. And then here is what I'm going to use to make my chickpea salad sandwich filling today. I have 4 cups of chickpeas and 2 cups of chickpeas over here. These will be the hummus that'll bind the sandwich mix together. I'll get to that in a minute. My chickpea salad sandwich mix today is going to be really similar to how I flavored it the last couple times I've made it, with a lemon pepper type of seasoning and these orange flavored dried cranberries along with celery, onion, and today I'm going to do some dill in the form of relish as well as some dried dill. Before I mix up the chickpea sandwich filling, I'm gonna get my granola bars going. So this is a super simple recipe where I just use equal parts of mashed bananas and oats as the base, and then I flavor them up, kinda depending on my mood. Generally always with a lot of cinnamon and then maybe raisins. This week I'm gonna do those orange flavored dried cranberries again. That was really good last week. Once I get the granola bars cooking, I'm gonna work on putting together my other 2 casseroles. So the first thing I need to do is blend up my potato cheese. I have potatoes and carrots in the Instant Pot, so that's gonna be a fresh batch of potato cheese to go with my 2 things that I pulled out of the freezer. The first casserole is a variation on my cheesy broccoli rice casserole that I make. This is some brown rice and stir-fry veggies that I had put in the freezer. I'm gonna mix this with potato cheese and call that casserole. Second casserole is a variation of my cheesy hash brown casserole. Gonna do the basic cheesy hash brown casserole, but add some quinoa taco mix to it. Probably about half of this container, and then I'll have the other half of the container to have for other options throughout the week. My batch of potato cheese is a full 5-pound bag of potatoes and a whole bag of baby cut carrots. So hopefully after I make the 2 casseroles, I'll still have some of that on the side as well. And I wanna make some queso. This salsa is really good mixed with potato cheese to make queso. I'm also gonna put some of this into the cheesy taco hash brown casserole. All right, so step 1, gonna get the granola bars cooking, and then step 2, gonna blend up the potato cheese. it was looking too thick, so I added some water. And now it's a little runny. I guess it's not that bad. It's gonna evaporate a little bit and thicken up a little bit. Plus it's going to cook in the casserole. So let's see how it tastes. Pretty good. A little bit more salt, a little bit more spice, maybe a little more salt, pepper, and jalapeno. Taste test number 2. Yep. Oh, that's good. That's really good. And my granola bars did not need 10 minutes. I started smelling them, so I went over to the Ninja to look, and they were definitely getting crispy looking on the edges after 6 minutes. Oh yeah. I made about half the size of a batch that I did last week, so I was able to make the granola bars much smaller. They were really good last week, but I wanted them crispier. So, oh, I'm excited. These look really good. And now my Ninja is free for my casseroles I'm gonna put together. 3 quarts of potato cheese. Definitely one of the biggest batches I've ever made, if not the biggest. So I'm going to start with my cheesy broccoli rice casserole, get this mixed up in a couple pans of that cooking in my Ninja. I do 375 for both of these casseroles, and I'm not sure on the timing because it's usually like 40 minutes when it's in the big oven. I think it cooks a little faster in the Ninja, so I'm gonna probably set it for 20, keep my eye on it. I have my 3 new casserole pans that I just got at the 99-cent store when I went grocery shopping the other day. And then my 3 baby bread loaf pans. So hopefully this will be enough for both of my casseroles. Otherwise we'll be improvising. first batch of casseroles. Ooh, yay. So that was after 20 minutes. Should I give them another 10? I really like the look of that crust. I'm gonna give them another 5. And then I will get these ones in the oven. I'm a little bit worried about this one overflowing. I mean, I'm a little bit worried about all of them overflowing, but... All right, time to mix up the chickpea. Here's after 5 more minutes. Oh baby. Alright, I think I'm gonna call these good and get the other ones going in here. So was it 25 or 30 I did? Alright, I'm gonna give these guys 25. It's the 3 smallest pans. I decided that when I cook that one, I want to make sure I have the sear plate underneath in case it does like... But these kind of baked down rather than expanding up, and they smell really good. The only thing they're missing is a little crispy panko topping. I didn't think of that. So now I just need to mix my 2 chickpea parts together, wait for my casseroles to come out of the oven, and meal prep's done. Yeah, I'm liking this easy, lazy meal prep. Alright, final casserole is in, sitting on the sear plate. And then here are the 3 taco casseroles. I probably could have left them a couple more minutes to get a little more brown, but I was a little worried about them getting a little bubbled over, so I pulled them out. I forgot to add the cranberries when I mixed up the chickpea stuff. As I finished scraping it out of the bowl and putting it in here, I remembered. And then I was like, I don't want to scrape it all back out. So I'll just sprinkle it on top of my sandwiches as I eat them, I guess. I'm gonna call these mini granola bars. I guess you could call them cookies too, but they smell so good. I'm gonna try one right now. They are a tiny bit overdone, but I don't mind at all. I think they taste really good. I like this thickness that they are. I think these are perfect. Yum. And I wanted leftover potato cheese, but this might be a little bit excessive. That bottom container is 4 cups and then the other one is 2 cups. That's a lot of potato cheese to eat this week along with everything else I have, so I'm predicting another casserole in my next meal prep with whatever's left over of that. And probably whatever's left over of this too. I saved about half that container to eat on tostadas or nachos or whatever I want to make throughout the week. One thing I haven't done yet in my Ninja is corn tortillas in either tostadas or chips. So that is definitely something I'm going to try. So 19 minutes left on that casserole and then meal prep is done. And this water with fresh lemon and mint is another one of my good healthy habits that I am prepping and having ready to go in the fridge. This is still really flavorful. I'm just gonna add some more water to this. In case you missed my water cooler review. Love it. So thanks for joining me for meal prep today. Don't forget to subscribe and be well. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to my I went grocery but the chickpeas I did make made 10, but the chickpeas I did cook before I mix up my chickpea sandwich filling. I'm gonna get my granola. Before I get the chickpea sandwich, cheesy rice, first casserole, second casserole, I'll mix some of this store-bought salsa, big batch today. Step one. All right, so step one, I'm gonna mix up so I ended up with three, can you see that? Almost 3 quarts of potato cheese. I think that is the biggest, all right, oh, come on, baby. And I wanted leftover potato, and be well.